Okay, I'm gonna try to make this video quick. As you can see, I don't even have clips of the game. I refunded the game. I don't care about getting the game or anything. And the game I'm talking about is Storm Connections. Most of you don't know because I have never said it in this channel because I only made Roblox content so far. Is that I used to be a competitive Storm player up until Storm 3. I was slightly known in the community, not by this name. I used to have clan wars, etc., with certain YouTubers clans and whatnot. I played until Storm 3, a bit into Storm 4. Mostly Storm 4 I was teaching people how to play, like I hanged my coat, I got retired. Pretty much what I want to say is that I did play a lot of Storm and I was a very competitive player. I know a lot about the game and I know the changes that I've made to the game throughout all the games, and I want to say is that Storm Connections is a disappointment and it is disrespectful for the player base, not even just old school, like even for new players. I get it, the game's getting more players now than other games simply because of marketing, but the game is not good. Okay, I'll try to explain why. This is gonna be again very rambly of me, but let's get into it. So as I said, I have refunded the game with 3.3 hours of gameplay, and so should you. CC2 takes one step forward and like 5 steps backwards, and we as a player base have been disrespected by the devs for years now. So like they have been continuously making the game more, I wouldn't say accessible, but just easy, too easy. Like it's not fun anymore. It's not fun. Plus there is no excuse for a game that is mostly reused assets to be like $59.99. What is it? That's not the price the game should be. It didn't come out as a full game. The online didn't have all of the features. Like there's no reason for it to be $59.99. Okay, I refunded. I'm so glad they gave me the refund even after I've exceeded the 2 hours, because it is not worth your money. Okay, so straight to the point. Firstly, dual jutsu and removal of chakra shurikens. So TLDR is that now everyone has an extra jutsu, which you assume would be a good thing, but no, it's a terrible thing, which means there's more options, and the game has reverted back to like storm through, trying to break armor first type deal. And as someone who plays with one support only, this is impossible. And it is very hard to deal for. I'll give you an example. If someone comes at me with Hashirama, third Hokage, and I don't know, second Hokage, they can break my armor in less than 2 seconds, because third Hokage's jutsu is yet not nerfed after these many years, that he throws a bunch of Fuma Shuriken clones that don't disappear after you sub, and you just get hit. Usually, if you would make the mistake of subbing and getting hit, you would be knocked away. But now, because of the new system that I'll get into later, it is a punish all the way through and is impossible to get out of. You're gonna get block broken. There is no way out of it. It's a good change, but there's things they also changed that made it a horrible decision to implement at the same time. So they have good ideas, but then they just like took steps backwards in other areas, which I'll get to in a second. The fact that most of the moves are actually not second jutsus, they're just the tilt moves. They remove tilt moves to make it a second jutsu. I think that's not. They're just reusing assets, reusing everything and taking your money. They putting a filter on it, calling it a new game, and everyone's just eating it up. You're wasting money. Let's not forget the fact that now the chakra regen is much faster, so spamming is more viable. They made the game for babies. Let's get to the second point, which is roll catching. So this is what I've been calling it, but roll catching is pretty much when you have your enemy in a state of a knockback roll. You can either hit them, chakra dash at them, shuriken at them to restand them and start a combo again, because there's a stagger for it. There's a small window, even shurikens can get you a combo. For example, the one mentioned I was saying that the third Hokage is assist or jutsu with at the end knock you backwards in a roll is now able to be picked up again into a combo. So you're just in a big blender, and people would say, oh, but there's scaling damage. It doesn't matter. The game is not fun as it is. Every fighter has scaling, every fighter has an escape. No fighter has a fucking infinite like this game has. Like this is a good segue. The third point is the easy infinites. Everyone now has an infinite. Before, the infinites would considered to be a glitch by CC2, so now they made it a standard thing. But the thing is, standard doesn't mean good, because now everyone has an infinite, which I'm okay with, but they're super easy to pull off. We're not talking about jump cancel type of easy. We're talking about stop attacking for 1 second and then attacking again type of easy. This is not acceptable. This is boring. There's no player expression, there's no skill expression, there's nothing. Everyone plays the same. You can literally do an infinite with Naruto from the last movie with the down tilt. You just finish the whole combo with the ending cutscene, throw a shuriken, restand them, and you're just doing it again. What is the point of this? So you make everyone have infinites, and then you also have a system where you can just chase a roll for a pickup. You make it so that everything has so much hit stun, but also have a system where you're knocked back, you're not safe. That makes zero sense to me. There's such a lack of like expression in the game. Everyone just does the same thing. They throw both supports at the same time. They get you very low in your armor, and then they go on in, and there's nothing you can do. Oh, you can counter. Counter doesn't work like that. It's so shit. It's so shit. How can you counter when you're being tagged? Because counter doesn't work when you're being hit stunned, or you're, as they say in normal fighters, you're just on block. We don't have a pushback. We need a pushback for this game to be even. We need a lot of things for this game to be good, but pushback would be one of them. There's no way to leave a block string. You can't even call it a block string, because you're just in there. Usually block strings, there's an end, there's a gap, there's 50-50s that you have to make in regular fighters, and this isn't it. There's no push block, there's no escape for it. How do you manage to have a game like this with no pushback? Even Shinobi Strikers has pushback. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, this is basic stuff. I kind of rolled over my fourth point, being the large hit stuns on everything. Everything has a big hit stun now, no knockbacks. Biju bomb Rasengans now, instead of knocking you back, they keep you in place and they can just repeat the combo. So they just made it's literally a baby game. The fifth point, which is now the fourth point, would be counter changes. There's no cost to counters. There's no downside the counters. There's no counter whiffing because you can lead swap. What is the point of not having this? And the fact that counters on confirm now are just a stun long enough for you to get ulted is crazy to me. There's no punish for just spamming counter. You can lead swap and be safe. Again, like I said, this is a very rambly, very angry type of video because I really wanted to like this game. I wanted to get back to Storm. I wanted to get back to the community, and I wanted to actually start making videos on the game. I wanted to make my YouTube about the game, about how to play, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't like the game. I think the game is a very bad game, and I don't think any future changes would salvage it. It's just, I know CC2, they won't do anything to change the game. Okay, refund while you can, please. I can like go on and make a proper review, pointing out issues more in depth, pointing out how to fix them, pointing out this and that, but like, I don't have trust in CC2 anymore. This game is probably one of the most boring Storm games ever. There is zero. They've made the ceiling so low that everyone is at the same level. You could tell the difference between someone who's really good and who's just good in Storm form. This game is just like 50-50, and whatever character you pick also decides if you win or not. There's no, I don't know, I could go on and on. This is just me ranting. It just doesn't matter. Like, people are leaning very much onto the fact that now we have damage scaling, but it doesn't matter if you optimize your route to do 1.25 bar of damage while the subs are still regenerating. What the fuck is the point? There's no difference. It doesn't matter. Now there's also Jutsus with invincibility, hyper armor, and all that jazz, blah blah blah, in a game that's this spammy. Are you crazy? Anyway, I think I'm done rambling. Save your money. Yet again, CC2 got us. Crazy. Let's wait for the next Storm. It will be great. Save your money. Refund. Wait for the Jujutsu Kaisen game. Maybe that's good. Probably not. If you want a Naruto game to play that's decent and you can show any sort of skill level on it, I would actually go and try out Shinobi Strikers. I shit you not, this game can actually be pretty crazy in terms of what you can do mechanically. Regardless, I'm rambling. To end this, don't buy this game. It's shit. Refund it if you have bought it. Please, for the love of God, do not support CC2 in this endeavor. This is a bad game. Do not dick ride on this game. This is a bad game. I understand YouTubers milking this for the views because it's a new game, people want to learn the game, etc. Tell them to buy Storm 4 if they want to learn a Storm game. There is no point on buying Connections.
Slap. ざまみろ。お前のハンバーガーもらってくぜ。